Hi there and welcome to Dadex Does Easy Hay and Easy Cash in Farm Simulator 17. Now, a lot of videos you'll watch and a lot of information you'll see will concentrate on the biggest equipment that you need to do something. You'll see a video about how to raise cows and it will say you need $100,000 to even think about it. And to do 100% efficiency cows without too much work you do. But look at this. This is how you can make hay basically on the cheap. There's nothing naughty about this at all. You just need a front mounted mower and a rear mounted tedder. The smallest one they do, basically. That's all you need. And this little Hurleyman tractor here, he does a fine little job of doing this. He does a lot of little jobs around the farm. Cheapest tractor in the shop. I think he's great. Also an old friend from Farm Sim 15. Now, here we go. All you're going to do is mow along. Now, there's another dynamic in this game which is new, which we're going to explore in a minute, and that really negates the need, certainly early game, for a forage wagon to pick up the grass and pick up the straw. You can do it with a front loader, as I'm going to show you in a minute. When you've only got a few cows, you don't need much stuff, so why spend 22,000 on a forage wagon when you can do it another way that doesn't need that? It may not be that realistic, I realise that, but it does the job, and it kind of mimics how a farmer would deal with it. You know, there are small tools out there that aren't in the game. Right, what we're going to need, a mower. I've gone for the Potager front mounted mower, $11,000. $11,000 again for the tedder. I mean, these are things you're going to need if you've got cows. So there you go. Now, what we've got today is we are going to lease a baler. Just for today, you may have bought one, but we're going to lease one. We're also going to lease this thing. This is essential to what we're going to do. That's the bale wrapper. And we're leasing these, hopefully just for an hour. This is an optional one. You don't really need it. I'm just going to use the regular flatbed trailer, but there's the pickup trailer if you want it. Now here we go. We have got the baler going now. But first we're going to play with this front loader. Now this stuff here, this looks a lot like grass did in the old games. The other thing is that the tedder always used to throw it across its whole width when it went over. Now it's left it a nice neat line, makes it much easier to then pick up. I'm just checking whether the grass looks dark green, that's new. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, the front loader will do all of this stuff fine, and you can use a front loader and a wagon and get 8,000 straw, 8,000 hay or whatever easy. Here we are, we're baling. Now, we've got a counter on this baler, it goes up to 4,000. A lot of people hate the round balers, avoid them like the plague, because you have to stop and unload them manually. Now this is fantastic. Now watch me. The beeper's beeping. We're getting up near to 4,000 and I'm going to stop. Now you can take this up to 3,999 if you're brave. And in fact it can be a mini game to see, driving at full speed, how close you can get it to 4,000. Now there you go. I've finished off that bale with, as I say, it could be literally 1 litre of hay. And that is now registered as a bale of hay, which is now going to roll down into the corner. Here's the bale wrapper. The bale wrapper is now wrapping our dodgy bale of hay and turning it into silage. Now, guys, making hay takes a lot of mowing. It really, really does. And then you've got to tedder it. You can need to windrow it. It's going to take you a long time. Early game, here's a way to get going. Now, I haven't actually bothered to bale the whole farm. I reckon if you just harvest the whole farm, rent your baler, and start baling, I think you could probably get 50, 60, maybe more bales out of this. Now, I'm playing around with the front loaders. I like to do that. They're probably my favourite vehicles in the game for all sorts of reasons. Some of the implements on the front will do stuff you don't think they're going to do. This one, for some reason, is just, there's no real collision between the bucket and the bale. It's very old. It will shove it along, but it never really gets under it. But there you go. An experiment done, I know. Now, we don't want to go and start messing with bales with a front loader bucket because it is an absolute waste of time. Now, I know to some of you what I'm just done is cheating and you shouldn't do it. It's totally unrealistic and you're very naughty. But it's in the game, guys. Early game, it can give you a little bit of a boost. You could do this just over and over again. There aren't many ways in this game to make money. Mission running is probably the best way, but it takes quite a bit of time. I like the idea of putting a fast one on the authorities now and again. Sovnoska, a very poor farm. You know, in a very kind of, you don't start with much, you start with much less, not just the cash, you start with less equipment, you can't sell any buildings to give yourself a little boost. You can just role play that Sovnovka's in the Eastern Ukrainian Republic, where things are so bad no one really cares. Anyway, look at this front load of madness. I've switched over to actually to the front, to the pallet fork, and they glitch straight into the wall, but you can rescue it. You can nearly always rescue the situation. Here we go. Yay, we're free. Now, as I said, I've just loaded the pallet fork. Now, there's a pallet fork and there's a bale fork, and you'd probably think you probably need to get both, but no, you really, really don't. Like a lot of things in this game, you know, this isn't open world. Your game is your game. You can play this as realistically or as unrealistically as you like. And do try things out. Now, look, you know, that will happily spike that bale. It's registering down in the bottom right-hand corner that there's a bale of straw on there. This, you know, in terms of the game mechanic, this is happy. And so why buy another bale fork? Plonk him on the front bed trailer. I'm going to keep him held on there because he's round and he's going to want to roll away. So leave him there. He's on, yep. And these trailers, I mean, I'll show you in a little while, but these trailers, you can, like, I've done 3 pallets of fertilizer piled high. I've put spare front loader arms up on there. Buckets on there. You can, anything you can get up on that trailer will stay there, and at least it won't fall off. Here you go, just to demonstrate a random bit of, just nothing. You know, the pallets stay in there. This stuff's going nowhere. It is a great thing, and the fact this one hasn't got the barriers at the ends of the trailer like the other 2 do means you can put long pieces of wood on there too. So that's why I would recommend getting this trailer. Right, now the acid test. We've got our bale of silage here. I've not been here before. I'm a little bit intrigued on the markings on the floor. Does that mean you can pour silage onto the floor out of a trailer like you could in FS13? Well, not onto the floor in FS13, but rather than having to put it in bale by bale. That's how well the cargo straps work. Look, it's actually, it can easily counteract the weight of the tractor. There we go, we're free. Right, so here we go. We're going to drop this in. Now bear in mind, leasing the equipment, even if you went over the first hour and that to pay the extra hourly charge, you're probably still only looking at about $12,000 max. You could get the whole farm done probably in a couple of hours. Just under $1,500 for a bale of straw. That's fantastic. You can feed your cows, you can make some money. I'd probably use this more for the silage rather than the cash. You can make the cash doing the missions probably in the same amount of time, but it's entirely up to you. There you go, guys. How you play this game is up to you. There's no right or wrong. If you need an early boost, get your cows going, get your bank balance looking a little bit nicer, or you just want to bend the rules of the game, there you are. How you deal with this information is entirely down to your conscience as a farmer. Thank you very much. Please leave us a like, maybe a comment. Got any questions? Stick them down below. Subscribe if you feel really daring. I've got some more videos out there. I'm going to make some more videos, including a hard Sovnovka cow farm.